Hi everyone, Ian from DIY Home Gardening. Just got home from work, as you can tell by the lovely colour coordinated uniform. Yeah, thought I'd get cracking, just do a quick video for you. We've all had them, get given presents from people, plant presents, and then you sort of neglect them a little bit and kind of wonder what to do other than chuck them away. So this is my one. So it's a dendrobium, believe it or not, white flowering, so you can see it still has some white flowers on it, or just about. White flowering dendrobium, lives in the bathroom, has been potted up a couple of times and now looks well and truly neglected. So what I'm going to do is show you how to take cuttings of it to, well, essentially rejuvenate and to bolster your plant numbers. So let's get cracking. First things first then, as I say, dendrobium, orchid, likes it nice and moist, fairly bright position, not full sun. Let me move the camera up a touch. Wants to be kept on the moist side, say, so typically watering once a week, and simplest way of watering it is to fill a bucket of water or your sink, plunge it in the water, hold it in there for about 30 seconds, lift it out, let the excess water drain through, and that is your watering done. They are classed as an epiphyte, so that means they're tree dwelling. They put out these roots not as a way of looking untidy, but because they're trying to get moisture from the air. That's their natural way. So when you pot them up, if you got something like a Phalaenopsis orchid, that needs a clear pot. Yeah, no two ways about it. Dendrobiums, they're quite happy in a normal pot, but they will still put on a bit of top root or aerial root, advantageous roots to try and get a bit of extra moisture, especially if they're like this, a little bit neglected. Orchid compost. So you do need to use an orchid compost, which is essentially a bark mix, has an element of charcoal additive to it, which stops it going stagnant. So that's what we're going to be using, pardon me. Right, let's get the plant out. So you can see still some moisture there. Because it is essentially a barky substrate, it doesn't really hold together the same way that you find with a peat-based product or soil-based. We just pop that there. So when you take it out, it's quite easy to see what you're playing with. Nothing too technical with this. Strip off any of the flowers that are finished. And in all honesty, if you're just doing propagation through cutting and splitting, then so long as you've got a section with roots to it, it will root. So we just have to pull it out. A little bit of tidying up, so same as always, a bit of tidying up to remove any dead or damaged stem to it. Take off the spent flower buds, and that becomes one piece. Pop that to one side. We've got this section that's got nice new growth to it, so we will cut that and carefully tease that out. So you can see that's formed a decent system, so that gives us two pieces. We got this old section which you can see has flowered, but in all honesty probably not worth bothering with because it's quite spindly, it's kind of flowered, it's used up a lot of its goodness. I wouldn't worry about it. Likewise with these. This one is joined to the stem, which we can carefully pull off. So that gives us a new section, so that gives us 3 parts, and again this was the original. It's looking pretty spent, worn out, so I'll get shot of that. So out of what started as the one plant, which you can kind of see has developed into 2 over time, we'll get shot of those, put them to one side, and we got 3 nice healthy strong plants, and really now is just a case of potting up again. So we'll put slightly spent compost to one side and get some pressure out. Let's get these up. So as you can see, it essentially is a bark mixture. Just trying to see if I can find any bits of charcoal in there, but it's a more charcoal powder really. So we got this piece which we will use as a standalone piece, singular. Pop that in, so most of the roots are covered. And tidy. Some of them just don't want to go in. Oh, actually, I can show you that. I don't know if you can see. Tiny little root there. So the little green tip, that shows it's a healthy root that's obviously wanting to venture out and get going. So where we are at the moment, March, coming into April, perfect time for potting these, as say they've just kind of finished doing their flowery thing. Light levels are improving, temperatures are going up. It's more the light levels, to be honest. So they want to start actively growing, and that is one potted. Then next pot, this one I am going to do as 2 together. So that way it will give me something that looks a little bit more impressive, hopefully. So get them planted, light firm down and a tap, and then just lift it slightly. Oh, the doorbell. Carry on. So there you have it. From one tatty old plant, we've now got 2 decent potfuls, and give these a good water in. So once a week, give them nice water, right position, not too sunny. They'll romp away, and then you get some good flowers. The next time they'll be flowering will be for sort of the Christmas period. Probably about October, November, they'll start budding up and you'll get flower for Christmas. So anyway, that's this video done. So I hope you found the video of interest, and useful, and yeah, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. Any questions, please send them to me and I'll definitely answer them for you. So in the meantime, enjoy your gardening or houseplants, whichever you choose. And see you all soon. Bye for now.